All right. So are we moving?
Echo's actually gonna, once it's been a while, once he gets that done, he's gonna go back into this room. He's gonna take it as a good sign that Galvin's been flinching away from him, actually. Like, he's showing self-preservation instincts again.
I guess Kreetha will say...
Ever the optimist.
Will say, I'm going to go check on Echo and our new friend. I'll let you deal with that.
You'll probably come in just as Echo is taking out the knife he took from Galvin.
All right.
Flipping it handle first and holding it out to him.
Covers her face as she goes through here like a smart. His last thing she needs is to get an occupational disease.
That was the wrong button.
So she looks at Echo. Everything all right? Yeah. And then she looks at Galvin and speaks in her rustiest, best Andoril version of old Dwarvish. And you? Are you all right? Have you eaten?
He looks at you and he looks at Echo, and he notices the very sort of old dialect that you're using, and he kind of squints at you and he nods once.
That's good. That's good. We don't have much other than rations right now. They're not fantastic, but it is some form of sustenance. If you eat something else, I don't know what your species eats. Goblin, goblin, we got different people. Just say something, and we'll see what we can find. I would assume you eat things that grow in the dark and the deep, so I don't know how good we'll be good at it, but we can at least try. Everybody deserves to eat something that they like.
So
what my mommy already told me.
He will look at you and take in the cascade of words and yes, kind of squint for a moment, and then he will speak. And he speaks in Undercommon, but as he does so, you recognize that, like through Durgadin, you recognize that Undercommon, it turns out, has a lot of roots in particularly ancient Dwarven dialects.
That's what I was hoping.
So you are able to understand him, sort of.
Yeah, it's like a Danish person talking to a Norwegian person.
Basically.
Or someone speaking Italian and Spanish. Like, you can parse out enough, but it hurts.
And he says to you, "Am I a prisoner?" And I'm going to say that only Kreetha is able to understand his very strange dialect.
And Kreetha kind of blinks, then looks at Echo for a second, and then looks back at him and says, I don't think so. I mean...
Your king, will he not kill me? My life is forfeit as it is, but I would prefer to die in the deep, if possible.
She stops. She doesn't look at Echo this time. She's still just looking at him. Because she does understand a bit about, you know, being outside of your culture and stuff like that, even if our cultures are vastly different. And since she steps up, and she gently reaches her hand forward to see what he does.
Like telegraphing
the movement.
He takes a half a step back, but he doesn't flinch or flee.
She very carefully, slowly, gently just kind of puts it lightly on his shoulder right here.
So like this, yeah?
Yeah, but very lightly. He can very obviously get out of it as quickly as he wants.
Okay.
And the other hand is like this. She does not have a weapon up. She's not, you know, like...
Yeah.
It is in all of our best interests for you not to be killed in any way. I give you my word that you will not die by the king if I have to stand in front of you myself. There is no reason for that kind of death. Even if your kind and my kind are not. I haven't had the best. Some of you are a bit racist. And I understand. It's difficult. Things are hard. I am learning a lot about how to deal. And like I'm doing this because she still got the fabric above her face. But
may I go?
I would prefer you not until we get a chance to speak to the king. Because our purpose is to help. And I think we need your help.
He nods with complete understanding. It's clear that he takes your meaning, and it's clear that he understands his role, and he nods, and he says, yes, then I am prisoner.
Hey, Kreetha, what are you saying? What is he saying?
You catch a word every now and then. I will say the second time you hear it, Echo does recognize the dwarven word for prisoner.
So if he does recognize that word and the dude's like gesturing at himself saying the word, Echo's gonna go, no, 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 no.
He wants to go.
Okay.
So we will not bring him in front of...
If he doesn't want to, no. Fuck that. He asked him, Arnon said he wasn't welcome in the deep anymore, but there's other places for him to go.
There are, I mean, where would you go? She says back again.
He doesn't answer that question.
Honestly, he could go with the circus. It's kind of...
But he definitely shows no sign of understanding the dialogue between the two of you.
Kreetha, tell him he's not a prisoner. Straight out tell him.
I told him he wasn't a prisoner. And then she comes back and says, you are not a prisoner. I would like you to go with us, but you do not have to. But please don't just go to slink off to die. That is not good for anyone.
Oh man, give me a persuasion check. And this is technically a dwarf, so you do get your +2 bonus for having a belt of dwarven kind.
Can I aid her in this by taking this opportunity to hand him back his own knife hilt first?
Okay, I'll give you that. So go ahead and take advantage as well.
Yay, the help action.
If it hadn't been for handing
before or after, I always get that mixed up.
If it hadn't been for handing him back his knife, I would have imposed a penalty. But for you being the one trying to do this, but since you're handing back the knife, I'll give it to you. A 20. Okay. So he will look at you. I am theoretically rolling an insight check. He will look at you. He'll glance back up at Echo, and he'll say, again in his very, very old, deep dwarven, I will come with you. If I die, I die. And after that, he does not respond to any more inquiries.
All right. Hey!
Yeah!
I think it's done.
Woo! All right, are we... Wait, you fixed it? Echo goes running off to go talk to him. You fixed it? Oh, wow, this is a cool place.
Oh, yeah. There was a rug that strangled people and everything. We thought a ghost in that hallway. That ghost then possessed Kreetha, and you've met, and that's where the Andoril thing keeps coming from.
Oh, I know. Like you gave me like the cliff, like the shortened note version about it when we met back in Waterdeep. But like honestly, I didn't believe half of what you were saying. But yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, ghosts. Like I've talked to a ghost. That's not that weird. So can we go through this to the war camp?
I am associating. I can associate it now, and in theory, that should make this a valid transportation point, and someone with the spell can, at that point forward, make it a two-way point, a persistent point.
So I will give you something for free, and that is that the closest known teleportation circle to the war camp is at Mirabar, but, and I don't remember exactly what the party's capabilities are, but if a certain dwarven wizard is able to cast the teleportation circle and get you the key to it, during the casting time, you would have a moment where you could teleport to that circle, even though it's not permanent. If you had both the key and the timing, you could theoretically teleport directly to the camp.
I could teleport directly to the camp, get Sven, bring him here, and that, because I now know the code, I can get here when I can anchor here whenever I want to now.
You can get here from anywhere.
From anywhere. I could be in Chult and could come here.
So should we fly back to the camp?
No, I'm actually thinking I should teleport to the camp and get Sven, and then we can make a permanent a more permanent bridge that way.
Okay. Yeah.
The camp does not currently have a circle of its own.
No, but like getting a certain dwarven wizard to take back with me.
Yes, but how do you get there in the first place?
I cast teleportation circle aiming at the camp.
I thought teleportation circle can only go to circles.
I'm not sure.
I think that's what makes it less useful than teleport, right? Because you have to teleport to a circle. So if you have some way of communicating with Sven that he needs to set up a circle on his side,
I do have a spell that can.
Is there a sending spell in the party?
I do not have the sending spell. I do have a spell that can communicate with Sven.
Oh no. You just have to wait till he's asleep.
No.
I mean, we could just fly back to the camp.
Also true. You're not super duper far away.
I have animal messenger.
The hardships of being a mid-level party.
Like, I mean, we've got permission from Nightscale to go through the lake, so all that's figured out, and you have the spell where we can breathe, right?
I still have it in the ring, and frankly, they can just use that and get out of here.
Yeah,
that's you guys. That's all you.
I mean, it looks like Vic's gonna stay here, keep working on things. We should, let's go talk to everyone in the room. I'll get in the same room again.
Yep.
Totally.
Pull out my broom of flying and gently coast back to the room.
I feel like we're at a spot we can probably move along on. We just need to figure out the logistics of getting back to the camp.
Well, we don't have to carry what's his face Kobold with us anymore because he's here setting up shop.
Yes.
We don't have to carry Merryweather anymore because apparently he fucked off.
Yes.
If it's just me and Echo, then yeah, we should between us and the brooms, we should move pretty quickly.
Yeah. Is the whole idea is that now the teleportation circle's here. We go there, give Sven the info. They start sending soldiers here to like secure the area, right?
Yeah.
So Kreetha has a couple of options when it comes to leaving. Obviously, you can't walk out through the orc armies.
Kreetha's not leaving. She's going to be here for when they get here. I'm assuming everybody can freaking teleport back once they connected. So she's assuming they're just going to go the long way and then teleport back with the rest of everybody. And she's just going to stay here.
Yes.
Durgan, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a place inside of the Citadel which is relatively close to the surface? I understand that there's no direct passage. I'm looking for the shortest distance between 2 points, even if that distance is full of stone.
There are, but in between here and there are impassable collapses.
How impassable are we talking?
Very impassable.
Can you give me specific enough directions, like a set number of feet in a straight line?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Okay.
Just really don't want to swim,
I-
do you?
But no, I'm just like, what if there's at any point where if the barrier between the Citadel to the surface is less than 500 feet, we can just use a spell.
Yeah. So, are we talking about like Dimension Door? Is that what we're doing here?
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's got a range of 500 feet?
Yep.
Okay. If you're fast, because there are areas that have not had fresh air in centuries, but if you are fast, yes, there is a way that you can hop through using 3 Dimension Door spells and be out.
I vote lake.
Like if it's 3 Dimension Door spells, the lake is worth it because.
Yeah, it would be a hop, hop, and then you're out.
I don't want to die suffocating in an ancient mountain hole.
The information of that is like, this Citadel is much bigger than I initially anticipated.
It is. It is. The part that you've seen is very much a small fraction of the entire Citadel. It takes up a fair chunk of the mountain.
Durgaden, what would be very helpful is for you to get us some sort of map or schematic of this Citadel while we're away.
More than the one y'all already have?
We don't have one. We
I
have a
thought
map
that's
of
what
this.
you
We have a map of this area. If Durgan is describing this place as big as it is what we've seen is barely scratching at the surface.
Okay.
Or scrubbing at the underbelly, as it were.
Well, Vic looks happy as a clam. Kreetha, you gonna stick around here to coordinate people coming in?
I will do that, yes. I
Right.
think that I am just fine not flying and not teleporting.
All right. Kreetha, I'm going to give you a hug now. Okay, we'll give her a very big hug.
You be safe. I don't trust this stuff.
I'm about to walk right next to a large black dragon that probably hates me. That's already not going to work.
There's no probably about that.
I'm confident that she won't fight me, but I'm also confident she hates me.
And yes, you're right on both counts.
Okay. I thought I read that Nightscale was a she, but that's me.
That's Calcrix.
It's Calcrix. All right. So, yeah, in that case, brooms away.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Leaving Galvin here for now, because Echo, normal dwarves don't like flying. I don't think a dwarf that's almost certainly never seen the sky before is going to want to go flying.
also, what time is it currently? And I'm going to ask you because it's been a little bit of a wibbly-wobbly time period. What time is it right now?
It must be ass early in the morning, like not even dawn.
Doing calculations, when we woke up from our long rest, it should have been like 9 a.m.
So we're probably... Yeah, so
That's
mid-morning.
assuming we went to bed at 1 in the morning.
Yeah. We spent like 6 hours crafting the thing.
All right, now that makes sense. I forgot about the crafting. I forgot about the crafting time. That's like 15. That's like 14 hours, assuming an hour in the transit time.
Yeah,
so we've been about 15 hours here. So
I'm more in it for the storytelling anyway.
5 in the afternoon. That's like if we got here in like 5 in the afternoon, that's still 7 a.m.
Yeah. So by now,
we're
dawn. Probably at the sun's up.
The point being the sun's out and you've got a dark dwarf.
Yeah. So I'm gonna point to him, thumbs up, stay here. We'll be back.
Well, how comfortable is he with darkness? That could also work.
He's very comfortable with darkness. It's kind of his thing.
Well,
are we gonna have a globe of darkness flying through the sky?
Do we need? Well, I don't think it's smart bringing him to a dwarven camp.
I agree.
I'm like, why are we moving him at all right now?
No.
So it sounds to me. It sounds to me like it sounds to me like we got 2 folks that are heading back to the Boulder Shoulder encampment, and we've got one sticking around.
Just a point of suggestion:
or 2 sticking around.
Keep the Duergar as far away from the teleportation circle as possible.